Hi, George here. What we're going to do in this video is look at oxygen monitors incorporated into a mechanical ventilator for the purposes of ventilating a patient. Now, most intensive care unit ventilators that are on the market usually have the oxygen monitors built into their configuration, so you really don't have to add anything. All you have to simply do is just look at the screen. I'll just zoom in on the screen there a bit. Is find the appropriate section on the screen, and it's right over here. That's where you set your oxygen. Set the oxygen to the concentration that you want your patient to get, and that gas concentration is going to go to the patient. It will be analyzed internally by the ventilator because it has its own built-in oxygen sensor or fuel cell into its configuration. And I'm just going to show you on this particular ventilator on the side. Let me just turn the ventilator here. There's this little cap right here, and I've just taken it off slightly. All you have to simply do is remove this, and there's your fuel cell right inside there, right inside here where my finger is pointing. Now, you don't have to check this every time you use a patient, or every time you use a ventilator on a patient. This would have to be assessed and changed by your biomedical department or whoever is in charge of your technologies and prepare them in the hospital to look at that. So most of the time, that's not a concern of ours, but somebody would be looking after that. The ventilator looks after the alarm setting of the oxygen monitor, and if there was any kind of alarm condition where the oxygen monitor picked up a higher or lower concentration value, it would alarm for you. So most intensive care ventilators have an oxygen monitor built in. You don't have to set the alarms. They're already preset for you. All you have to do is change the concentration when you need to change the concentration. Now, if we look at this particular ventilator right over here, this is an example of a ventilator that we have that doesn't have a humidifier built into it, nor does it have an oxygen monitor. So would we use this ventilator the way it is on a patient? No. We'd have to add a few things. Now, the first thing we'd have to add, of course, is some sort of humidification source. So we'd either use a humidifier, a heated high-flow humidifier, or we could use an HME or heat moisture exchanger on our patients. But that solves the humidification issue. What about the oxygen monitoring of the gas the patient's going to get? How would we do that? Well, the easy thing to do is just simply grab your oxygen monitor, set it up in line within the circuit, and monitor the oxygen concentration the patient's getting that way. But where would you place it? If you answered on the inspiratory side, you're absolutely correct. On the inspiratory side before the humidifier, if you're using a humidifier. So the simplest thing to do in this particular case is to grab your oxygen monitor, make sure you've done a 2-point linearity check on your oxygen monitor, and place the oxygen monitor in line. So you need your oxygen monitor, you'll need the T-piece to allow you to connect it in line on the circuit. So make sure you're clean with this because you don't want to contaminate the circuit or the probe. Take the probe, stabilize it, remove the circuit from the ventilator on the inspiratory side, and that's the inspiratory side on the ventilator. Attach the T-piece, and then simply connect the circuit back and go back and check to make sure it's nice and tight. Then all you do is make sure your monitor was on, of course, and of course it had the 2-point linearity check or calibration. Set your alarms accordingly, then place the monitor on whatever bracket the ventilator has for it to hold the monitor onto it, and if it doesn't, but it's got a convenient basket, place it inside the basket. But make sure while you're using this ventilator that the oxygen monitor is on while the patient's receiving ventilation, your alarms are set accordingly, and then every time you change the oxygen concentration on the ventilator, you go back and rechange or reset your alarm values on your oxygen monitor. And that's pretty well it. Just make sure that your oxygen monitor is somewhere on the inspiratory side before humidification that your patient's going to receive. So that's how you incorporate oxygen monitors or analyzers into mechanical ventilator setups when your patient's receiving mechanical ventilation, either through invasive or non-invasive means. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Give me some suggestions. Till next time, have yourself a great day. And there's the remote. Take care.